My best friend Kelsey was turning 21. Me and my other friend Abby took her out to a local club to celebrate. We had a fun time dancing and singing. I was the DD, and at 1 p.m., we decided we had enough and left the club. We were walking to my car that was parked in the back lot. That's when I noticed 5 people behind us, walking in the same direction. Kelsey and Abby were both drunk and did not notice anything, but I was sober and noticed it was 5 men, and they were walking faster. I tried to remain calm. They could just be walking to their car for all I knew. We got to my car, and that's when all 5 men started sprinting at us. I yelled at my friends to get in. We all got into the car, but Kelsey wasn't quick enough to shut her passenger door. 2 of the men grabbed the door and yanked it open. They started punching and hitting Kelsey. The other 3 men were trying to open my door and Abby's, but they were locked. I screamed at the 2 guys to get off of her. I saw one of them steal her phone and her wallet. Miraculously, a large group of people were leaving the club and saw what was happening to us. A bunch of them ran over and tried to intervene. The 5 men quickly saw this and sprinted off into the night. Kelsey, Abby, and I sat in the car in utter disbelief. The police were called, and we all made statements. Kelsey somehow wasn't badly injured, just a split lip, but they did take her to the hospital to be sure. Why anyone would do this is mind-boggling to me. It was a completely unprovoked attack, even though my best friend was beat up and robbed. I'm just glad that was all that happened. It could have ended much worse. Please, stay safe out there, guys. You never know what people are capable of, especially at night. It was a Friday night, and my friend was having a party. He lived in the next neighborhood over, so I did not have to worry about driving and just walk there. The party ended around 1 p.m. I was tired, but I did not want to sleep there. My house was only a 20-minute walk through some backwoods, and I figured it was not a big deal. For reference, I'm a 22-year-old female under 5'5" and now that I look back on what happened, it was such a stupid decision to make. I was walking home by myself through the woods, a little drunk. It was creepy seeing all the shadows in between the trees. I was about halfway home when I heard howling. This was strange because there were no animals in our area that howled like that. I picked up my pace a bit. That's when I heard crunching footsteps behind me. It was hard to tell in the dark, but at one point, I thought I saw something darting between the trees. My heart was pounding in my chest. I heard a noise again and turned around. Coming at me, on all fours, was a man. He was shirtless, extremely skinny and very dirty. He was barking madly and let out a wild howl. I ran for my life. I quickly ducked behind a tree and saw the wild man go past me into the woods. I made sure the coast was clear and then backtracked to my place. When I got home, I locked every window and door. As I sat in bed contemplating what happened, I came to the conclusion that the man was on heavy drugs and hallucinating. He was probably homeless as well, because of how skinny and dirty he was. Either way, it was a very traumatic and terrifying night to say the least. And yes, I did learn my lesson. Never, and I mean never, will I leave a party or anywhere at night by myself, especially after midnight. For reference, I'm a 15-year-old male. I was an only child, and my parents were away for the weekend, leaving me home alone. I was in my room all night playing video games well past midnight. I was playing the new Call of Duty when I heard a noise come from downstairs. I took off my headphones and tried to listen closer. Nothing. I put back on my headphones and played my game. 10 minutes passed, and I heard a noise again, this time louder. I was nervous and decided to go check it out. I opened my bedroom door and made my way to the stairs. I was halfway down the stairs when I saw that the living room window was open. This might not seem too odd, but it was mid-December and freezing outside. Plus, I did not open any of the windows. I could feel the chill air from the stairs. I carefully made my way down and closed the window. I was trying to rationalize how the window could have opened when I noticed the coat closet was slightly ajar. At this point, I was freaking out. I took a step closer, debating if I should open the closet door fully. My mind was running wild with what could possibly be in there. I reached out my hand. I pulled the door slowly towards me. Everything in the closet seemed normal until the laughing started. A deranged laugh came from deep within the closet. I shut the door and sprinted back up the stairs to my room. I locked my door and called the police. After what felt like an eternity, I heard the police downstairs. I heard them yelling at someone to get on the ground. A gun went off, and I heard a shuffle. When everything settled down, 2 cops came into my room and explained what happened. Turns out, there was a homeless man on drugs who was trying to get warm. He saw no cars in our driveway and thought he could sneak in through our window and stay the night. However, when they opened the closet door fully, the homeless man lunged at the officer with a large knife. The officer shot him in the shoulder, and the homeless man was now being sent to the hospital for his injuries. This was truly the most terrifying event in my life. I'm horrified to think what would have happened if I opened the door and the man pulled the knife on me. I'd probably be dead. To say this event fucked me up mentally would be putting it mildly.